Hello everyone, welcome to Maranatha Call. I want to talk quickly today on the most biblical view of the rapture itself. And it really comes out of the most famous verse and most quoted verse concerning this event as well. And it is, "No man knows the day or the hour." Whenever we talk to people about when do you think the Lord's going to come, the most common response is, well, no man knows the day or the hour. And what they usually mean by that is, you can't know when, so don't even think about it. Which we know is the exact opposite of what Jesus was implying when he said that. He said, no man knows the day or the hour, and that means, therefore, watch. And what does this then mean? It means, in one word, imminency. So basically, the fact that no man knows the day or the hour means it can happen today. It can happen in the next moment from now. It can happen tomorrow. We don't know. So the most biblical view, and the view that Jesus gave us, is imminency, because he calls us to watch every day. It's not, we don't know the day or the hour, so that we don't even think about it. It's, no man knows the day or the hour, so watch every day and expect every day. Now, the second coming of Christ, when he rides down with his church out of heaven and slays the Antichrist, throws him into the lake of fire, there are a lot of things that we know biblically that have to happen. That is not an imminent event. There has to be at least a 7-year gap where a lot of earth-shattering things happen. And so what we can draw from this, therefore, because we know that the rapture is an imminent event, we know that it has to be a separate event from Jesus' second coming, his actual riding down to earth again to take out the Antichrist, bind Satan, throw him in the bottomless pit. Because the rapture is imminent, we know these two events have to be separated from each other, because a lot of things have to happen, like I said, for the second coming. And so the most biblical view is imminency. And if you want to put it into, post or mid or pre-trib terminology, the only one that actually works with a view of imminency is a pre-tribulation rapture. Post-trib does not. Post-trib is the most unbiblically sound of the viewpoints. Mid-trib really isn't much better, but pre-trib actually fits with imminency because we don't know when it's going to start. Because if it happens right before the 7 years, or even however long before the 7 years, we don't know when that's going to be. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, next month, next week. We don't know. So, but I just want to again just reiterate the imminency of the rapture of the church. And that is the most biblical view as well, because of what it does in the heart of the Christian who truly believes that Jesus could come back at any moment. It puts the urgency that we need in our hearts to be lights and witnesses to the lost, to pray with urgency, and to do all these things that Jesus calls us to do. An imminency view of his coming for the church is the impetus to follow and do these things. It gives us the urgency in our own hearts to seek after these works that, they're works, but it's not like saving works, obviously. But Jesus has called us to do these things, and a lot of times the issue is in our hearts. And one of the biggest ones is we believe that we have a lot of time, so therefore we don't have the urgency to witness or pray for the lost or our family members and all these things. So just in that light as well, imminency really reflects the heart of God, and it is the most biblical view, and pre-trib is the only one that fits that view as well. So just want to talk briefly on that today, and a lot is happening. Yeah, we're not a news channel, obviously. You guys are probably watching what's going on in the Middle East in our own country, just worldwide. Nothing is slowing down, but everything is happening perfectly to what we would expect to be seeing if the rapture is as close as many of us believe. So, yeah, it's very exciting times, but again, there's that urgency to be the lights, to bring in as many as possible before that time. So, yeah, just continue personally to keep drawing closer to God, and that comes down to just, I think it's, for my own personal life, I always feel like I have to do things to get closer to God, but in my own experience, it always just boils down to asking God to pull me closer to you, Lord. And He's the one that does that. He's the one that works on that. We just have to have the heart that wants it. And that's even something we can ask for. But yeah, keep looking up, guys. Any day, any moment. It's kind of surreal. So yeah, Maranatha. God bless you guys.